Everyone, Brian Carson here, and I am an essential oil user. I'm a wellness advocate with doTERRA, and my wife and I are absolutely passionate about showing people how to use essential oils and the choices they can make to help keep them healthy, all right? So as a male in the essential oil world, I'm often approached and asked, what do you use them for? I use them, but I can't get my husband to use them. Well, here are 7 of my favorite uses for essential oils. I do use them for a lot more than this, but what I've driven it down to is these top 7 that are going to be really great for beginners, guys that aren't really quite comfortable with the thought of using essential oils yet, and so want to try it out. All right. So, number 1, what I'm going to suggest is get on the Lifelong Vitality vitamins. These are absolutely essential. Guys, you've been told all your lives to take your vitamins, right? Well, these ones right here are packed full of the stuff that your body needs. They'll help with inflammation. They work on a cellular level. And the levels of the constituents are such that you're not getting flooded with too much of something you don't need. So they're really balanced. Anyway, these ones right here, I use them every day. I find that my sleep is better. My energy levels are through the roof. And so when I actually don't take this, I notice it quite a bit. So I take this every day. Great choice. Next thing I'm going to suggest are the Digest tabs. So the Digest tabs are from the Digestion line of stuff from doTERRA. So what this is it's just something that will help your stomach. I'm going to take this after I eat Mexican food and my stomach's upset or whatever it is. So I'm always going to have this on hand because this really does help. The next thing I'm going to have, and the one thing I'm going to recommend for people is the citrus oil lines. You got to have the citrus oils. What I'm going to use is I'm going to use the lemon essential oil as a detoxifier, as a cleanser. I'm going to take this in the morning. I'm going to throw it in my water. Makes my water taste great. And the lime oil, believe it or not, in the summer I'm going to drink some Corona. Well, rather than chopping up a lime and trying to clean it and squirting it in there, I'm just going to put a couple drops in there. It makes it taste amazing. Did you also know that the citrus oils can be used as a degreaser? So I'm going to use this to clean my tools, my barbecue. I'm going to throw it on a rag, clean it up. Makes it look fantastic. The other thing I'm going to use, I'm going to have Natalie put on my order every month, or if I run out, I'm going to have her add it, is Purify. So Purify right here, I'm going to put this in my shoes every morning and every night. I'm going to put it on my socks or my shoes before I put them on, and then after I take them off. That's going to leave my shoes smelling great. It's going to make me feel confident. If I go to someone's house and they ask me to take off my shoes, guess what? I feel confident. I also cook with essential oils. So a couple of my favorites, cilantro and black pepper. So I'm going to make guacamole, and when I make my guacamole, I've got to have cilantro. I love the cilantro taste, but I don't like to clean and cut and cook or all that stuff with cilantro. So what I'm going to do is just take a toothpick, stick it in the top, and just put a dab into the guacamole. This is really strong. That's all you need. Black pepper, I'm going to put 1 or 2 drops in my guacamole. Tastes fantastic. The other thing I'm always going to have on hand are the beadlets. Make sure I'm showing this right. Peppermint beadlets and On Guard beadlets. So the peppermint I'm going to have on hand every day, and this for me is going to be more of a energy boost and as a breath freshener. So I drink coffee in the morning. I want to make sure that my breath doesn't smell like coffee before I go into meetings, right? The On Guard, I'm going to take this 2 or 3 times a day. I'm going to have this with me. We can't get sick, guys. We're not allowed to get sick, right? So I'm going to take this. This is an immunity booster. You take this, it boosts up your immunities. So when someone's coughing in the other room or at the office, you know you're going to be strong, and you're most likely not going to catch that. The last thing, one of the most important things, the thing that most guys have is what's called the deep blue rub. So what this is good for is for muscle pain and for anything that might hurt on your body, your joints or so forth. So I work out. Guys, we work out. We work hard, right? It's either we're working, we're lifting, we're doing something, our back's going to hurt, our knees are going to hurt. Throw this on. This is going to provide almost immediate relief. It does for me. My shoulder hurts most of the time, so I'm going to throw that on, and immediately I'm going to feel that relief. They also have it in a roller ball form, which is more concentrated, but for me, I prefer the deep blue rub. It goes on really just like a lotion, but it doesn't feel greasy. Like in a couple minutes, it's dry. So you're not gonna, you can put your shirt on afterwards, you're not gonna feel all greasy and so forth. So guys, next time you see your wife or your mother or your sister, whoever it is that's introduced you to doTERRA or wants to introduce you to doTERRA, tell them, hey, next time you're placing your order, why don't you place something for me? Get me some deep blue. Why don't you buy me those vitamins that help you sleep and that keep you healthy? How about some of the citrus oils? I want to throw some of that in my beer or my water. So anyway, with that, I hope you found this useful, and I hope you guys are going to use those oils and stay well. Take care, guys.